Thais Souza Jane Zitter moved to Hobart, away from friends and family in Brazil. It did not take long for home disease to come into play. Lock points in the 2021 census. Only 442 people in Tasmania said they were born in Brazil. But the community says that this number increased in 2021 census. Only 442 people in Tasmania said they were born in Brazil. But the community says that number created more space for more community activity and social media groups to come together. More community activity. Social media groups create more space for Brazilians to come together. And the focal point helps future generations to learn, maintain traditions. There was no Brazilian restaurant, cultural activity, and it was a difficult task to find community. I thought could send it the social media groups. Have to make friends. Don't know where go. And couldn't find much. Mrs. Zitter said, "We are a culture and community that emerges here. It is very important that feel that we belong to the community live in." They decided to fill the void themselves. They founded Latas Events. Organization host activities around state, create a space for Brazilian community come together and learn more about Brazilian culture of Tasmanians. Dancers rehearse for the CarnaTassie activity celebrating Brazilian culture. At weekend, they staged CarnaTassie, iconic Carnival Tasmania, which is held in Brazil every year. Is opportunity learn samba for guests, to samp traditional food and cocktails, and wear brightest, bravest clothes. This is something that people knew, but they didn't experience it. Mrs. Zitter said, "More than half of the participants in our activities are the natives we love. Tasmania. We love to see them dancing with us and sharing all the energy. It is great to share this feeling." Community colorful costumes were for Hobart to seize Brazil's traditional carnival activity. Zitter said that regular events and community connections are vital, provide younger generations born in Tasmania to provide a space experience cultural traditions from first hand. Of course they are very connected with the locals. But it is very important that we never forget your roots, he said. So, families gets very excited. And for us it's just a pleasure. It really is worth all the hard work behind what we do. Thais Souza and Jane Zitter are running a social language meeting group. Latas's founding partner, Miss Souza, said that seeing the Tasmanian community around the Brazilian culture and making new residents feel more in their homes. It is very nice to see people feel at home. And it is very amazing that we are a part of it with our activities. No word describes him. A small but powerful population. The Brazilian population of Tasmania is relatively small, and the 2021 census statistics were born in Brazil. However, the community says that this number has increased. Events like CarnaTassie immediately welcome newcomers. In 1988, Leila Osorio got pregnant with her daughter and felt like the only Brazilian in the state. Get Tush warnings in ABC News application here. Steps to get news warnings directly to your phone in Tasmania stories. It was cold, a different culture, and now, there are too many Brazilians here. I've had to make my own party during the carnival. Now I can come to a party like in Brazil. It is very nice to see our culture and music. And I think people really like it. Ms. Souza reiterated emotions, remembering how small the community was when it came less than 5 years ago. He said, "When I moved here, I can only say you're 50 Brazilian. It grows very much, great. We like to share our culture. We love to see people connect to us and we are proud of it. We are proud to share our food, music, dance. This is our house and we want people to see what you have. You can share." The Brazilian dishes were presented at CarnaTassie in Hobart.